Hey y'all, today's upload is going to be a compilation of last year's Star Wars news skits we did on the channel because we're doing this again all next month. So now is your chance to get all caught up. Thank you all for watching thus far, and hopefully we can just grow the channel even more this year. But leave your thoughts and theories in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Now, on to the compilation. Good evening, Coruscant, and welcome to the inaugural broadcast of the Coruscant United News Team, name under review, your new go-to for all things news. I'm Bowtie, and despite my speeder being a convertible, I still had to call Space AAA today to recover my keys. Our top story today features the Queen of Naboo herself, Padme Amidala, and what she doesn't want you to know. First though, let's cut over to our weather correspondent in the field. Hello, Jenna Vane. We're ready for your weather and traffic report.
Hello, Bowtie. As you can see behind me, the weather is clear due to Coruscant's augmented weather system. As for the traffic, it's as busy as ever. At least the air traffic lanes set in place serve to prevent backups and collisions. All in all, paradise on Coruscant, just like always. Back to you in the studio.
Thank you, Jenna. Now, on to our breaking news. According to our research, 2 Jedi Knights were sent to Naboo to put an end to the current blockade by the Trade Federation. Well, we have received a tip that the Jedi brought Queen Padme Amidala with them back to Coruscant. Now, take a closer look at their arrival, caught by a nearby CCTV camera. Right there, an unknown child exits the ship along with them. We do not know the identity of this child, but by submitting a Freedom of Information Act request, we can see that the ship made an unscheduled stop at a backwater planet in the Outer Rim, locally known as Tatooine. Now, everybody knows those planets in the Outer Rim abide by their own laws. So, the Jedi head out to Naboo, pick up the Queen, and return with a child from a planet known for crime and trafficking. Does Padme Amidala engage in the slave trade? Well, it certainly seems so. Coming up, we conclude today's broadcast with an ongoing story our team has been looking into. But first, a word from our sponsors.
Don't you hate it when you're traversing the canals of planet Thune and suddenly you get swarmed by a barrage of annoying insects looking to feast upon your lifeblood? Yeah, me too, but now there's a solution. Nazgorigan's patented bug repellent, made with a secret formula designed to drive the pesky things away. Nazgorigan's patented bug repellent is your salvation to a happier, bug-free existence. We even tested it on ourselves to make sure the products we're advertising are legit. We tried it on ants, we tried it on gnats, we even tried it on Geonosians. It was super effective! Especially against the old fossil Poggers the Lesser. Nazgorigan's patented bug repellent, guaranteed to make the little critters buzz off. How many would you like? All sales are final. The product is non-refundable if you discover your bug spray is actually swamp water. Well, you're buying from a con man. What did you expect?
Mom, my Womp Rat tastes bland! Mine too! There's no flavor! Is your pantry as barren as the landscape of Hoth? Yeah, how'd you know? Well, worry not, you struggling single mother of 2, you. Try this. Wow, is this what I think it is? That's right, spice. Mined from the luxurious deep pits and mine shafts of Kessel, these spices are one of a kind in flavor. Expertly handled by their vast group of slaves, unpaid workers who totally aren't held there against their wills. These spices will wet your whistle and give you the drive needed to make it through the day. Hell, they might even encourage you to attempt to beat the current Kessel Run record of 16 parsecs. And don't worry about any mobs or criminal enterprises, the Pikes are kind and upstanding citizens. When asked about the spices of Kessel, one reviewer said, "We'll be sent to the spice mines of Kessel, smashed into who knows what." And another said, "It's a death sentence. It's just that good." So spice up your cooking with the spices of Kessel. And as a special promotion, the first 10 callers to call in after this ad will win a one-way, all-expense-paid trip to Kessel. Take in the barren, rocky scenery or attempt to breathe in the less-than-ideal air while you see various ominous mining structures dotting the landscape. It's so nice, you'll never leave. Call now. 1-866-YOU'RE GONNA DIE. That's 1-866-I'm serious, you're never leaving. Once again, 1-866 they can and will kidnap you and force you into slavery. Call now! Now to wrap up today's broadcast with an ongoing story. A story our news team has been, as far as we know, the only ones pursuing these observations. A member from our news team, which their identity shall remain anonymous, snuck into the Jedi's literal ivory tower and has discovered something troubling. They have cubes filled with the locations and identities of various children across the galaxy. With this finding, as well as what we saw in today's other story about the child arriving with Padme Amidala, our news team has come to only one conclusion. The Jedi could be a secret kitty diddlin' cult. So, if a Jedi, possibly looking like this, appears at your doorstep and demands your child, and promises them a life of laser swords and swashbucklery, perhaps it's best to not give in to their heinous demands. Then again, no matter how much we spread this revelation, the Jedi are too big to fail, so it may not do much good anyway. Regardless, I'm Bowtie, saying good night, and thank you for tuning in. Good evening, Coruscant. It has come to my attention from my higher-ups that the Coruscant United News Team is indeed not an acceptable name due to a potentially problematic acronym. Fear not, though. We have implemented the necessary changes to make our news network more family-friendly. So, welcome to another broadcast of the newly rebranded Bulletin of Intelligent Teams Coagulating Henceforth, your new go-to for all things news. I'm Bowtie, and with the Clone Army's creation, I, luckily, dodged the draft. Surely that acronym is better, right? Yeah, looks good to me. Speaking of the Clone Army, our top story today features them, as well as some contradictory information surrounding their origin. But first, let's check in with Jenna Vane, our weather correspondent in the field. Hello, Jenna. How's the weather and traffic looking today?
Good evening, Bowtie. Once again, we have another clear, sunny evening, thanks to Coruscant's augmented weather system. As for the traffic, nothing is out of the ordinary once more. Wait, we have something. Well, don't just stand there, capture that! It appears to be... Yes, 2 Jedi are engaging in a high-speed chase. Quick, get our cameramen all around them, catch everything. They're driving absolutely crazy. They're weaving in and out of traffic. Why would anyone drive as reckless as they are? Okay, they're finally stopping. We're going in for an interview. Mr. Jedi, can you tell us why you went on this dangerous joyride?
That was some shortcut, Anakin. He went completely the other way. Once again, you...
Wait, what's he doing? This just in, one of the Jedi just jumped out of the vehicle. He's falling. Wait, no. He landed on another speeder, and now he's hijacking it. There's fire. So much fire. The speeder has crashed. Repeat, the speeder has crashed. No sign of the Jedi anywhere. I think the excitement is over. Back to you in the studio, Bowtie, I guess.
Wow, an exciting day today, huh, Jenna? That's almost unheard of here. Now, yes, to me, that looks like Anakin Skywalker in that speeder. My, who is this Anakin guy? Perhaps that's a topic for another broadcast. Well, thank you for showing bravery in the face of danger. Now, on to our breaking news. As tensions are arising and the galaxy is on the brink of war, an anonymous source has tipped us off to a clone army seemingly created overnight to aid the Jedi in the upcoming conflict. The tip has included information on their planet of origin, a place called Kamino. Now, since the Jedi are the only ones who should know of this information, it stands to reason that the Jedi have a whistleblower among their ranks. However, after submitting another Freedom of Information Act request, we have acquired access to their star charts, and Kamino is nowhere to be found. If the planet can't be found, are the Kaminoans actually real? Where did the clones originate from? How do you lose a planet? Well, an easy way to lose a planet is if the planet never existed in the first place. That's right. We here at the Bulletin of Intelligent Teams Coagulating Henceforth do not believe that Kamino actually exists. However, we could be wrong. Finding the planet, if it does exist, could give us hope, though. Hope, unlike your second marriage, Tina. Yeah, I know you're watching this. I want my damn Lothcat back, Tina, you stupid bitch! I have been informed that my actions and swearing on live television was not cash money. So, I apologize for my outburst. Coming up, we conclude today's broadcast with an update to our developing story about the Jedi. But first, a word from our sponsors.
Are you a joker, a smoker, a midnight toker? Well, then you're in for a treat, made with a variety of all-natural flavors and encased in a sleek, see-through tube. Desserts can be your next addiction. Only available on the Black Market Back Alley Pubs at Coruscant Underworld. And here's to Death Sticks, the solution to... of all life's problems.
Are you a handy person who wants to make a difference? Someone who's good with heavy machinery? Perhaps someone who wants to build up Coruscant into the glowing metropolis it is and always will be? Well, look no further than Sector 943, the works! Looking to start a career in engineering? Searching for a secluded place to meet up with your less than ideal business mates? Well, we have a place for it all. Join one of the various manufacturing facilities in the district and help build a Coruscant into a better tomorrow.
Now to wrap up today's broadcast, a continuation of our ongoing story. We talked last time about how the Jedi have cubes filled with the locations and identities of various children across the galaxy, and how they may secretly be a Kitty Diddlin cult. Well, it has come to our attention that Jedi Master Plo Koon has abducted a child for himself. According to our research, the child in question is a Togruta female named Ahsoka Tano. Hopefully she's smart and won't get too wrapped up in this disgusting cult. But that's all we have for today. I'm Bowtie saying goodnight, and thank you for tuning in. Good evening, Coruscant, and once again it has come to my attention that the acronym has become problematic. So we are renaming our news team once more to an acronym that cannot possibly be taken in any problematic way whatsoever. So welcome to another broadcast of the Journal of Articulated Rapscallions, a journaling amongst the Republic, your new go-to for all things news. I'm Bowtie. And isn't it weird when the same guy walks into your place of work at the same time because you may or may not have, drunkenly stumbled into the Jedi Temple one night and borrowed a weird glowing cube and found out that EDP and Mini-Lad are apparently Jedi. Hypothetically, of course. No? Just me? Alright then. Hey, that's mine! Haven't you ever heard of Finders Keepers? Bah. Whatever. Well, in other news, Trace Martez, the mechanic and up-and-coming podcaster, rated our show a solid 3 out of 4 stars. Therefore, the people clearly want more. So we're happy to announce our official website, where you can get all sorts of exclusive footage and content for the low, low price of free. Content like you've never seen before. And we're so proud of our rating that we incorporated it into the website URL itself. Just visit the Journal of Articulated Rapscallions Journaling Amongst the Republic with a rating of 3 out of 4 stars.com now. That's JARJARR34.com. Now, with that out of the way, our top story today features a skirmish on the planet Ryloth and what Cham Syndulla doesn't want you to know. But first, let's check in with Jenna Vane, our weather correspondent in the field. Hello Jenna, how's the weather and traffic looking today?
Good evening, Bowtie. Even though the war is in full swing, and we've seen an influx of refugees from all over the galaxy coming to Coruscant for safety and security, it appears the traffic has not been affected much. It may take a smidge longer to get to where you're going, but all in all, everything appears to be moving as smoothly as ever. As for the weather, once again, the augmented weather system is holding up and creating clear skies for everyone here. Back to you in the studio.
Thank you once again, Jenna. Now onto our breaking news. As the Techno Union invades the planet Ryloth, we instead turn our attention today to the Twi'lek resistance leader Cham Syndulla. As you can see from our news cameras, he is all over the battlefield. He really has that orange loaf cat energy. But does he eat like an orange loaf cat as well? Does he eat the space lasagna? We all know by now that when an invasion happens, the first thing the Separatists tend to do is to set up a blockade of the planet, because they like to play the soy jack coward role and weaken their enemy before attacking, unlike us Chad Wojak members of the Galactic Republic who race into battle head-on to secure a better tomorrow. Regardless, if the planet is blockaded, then the natives should be on the brink of starvation by now. But Cham Syndulla is clearly far from it. Is he hoarding food for himself during this crisis? One can only speculate at this point. I suppose at least he's putting those calories to good use. Fear not though, we here at the Journal of Articulated Rapscallions Journaling Amongst the Republic believe in second chances, and are willing to change our stance on Cham and all of Ryloth if they decide to join the Galactic Republic after the conflict subsides. The Galactic Republic, the only correct choice here. Coming up, we conclude today's broadcast with another update to our developing story about the Jedi and how they are a kitty-diddlin' cult. But first, a word from our sponsors.
Hey, ever wonder what gives Jedi their magic? It could be those midichlorians. But let's be honest, it's probably those spicy glow sticks. And I know just the glow stick collector. Oh, I can't say that. Fine. A nondescript collector of glow sticks, and he's here to sell. Now, why would he be selling them? Well, no collector wants to have duplicates, and he wishes to spread his hobby among the people so they can participate in glow stick possession. And come on, if we're serious, who wouldn't want a glow stick? Jedi nearly die as young kids on a planet colder than your mom for them. Now I know what you're thinking. Can it make activities easier? Well, many activities can be made easier with these glow sticks, such as
Petting,
killing, flower debt collection,
seeing,
mugging,
walks
terrorist
on the
attacks,
beach,
and so much more.
perfectly legal activities.
You can have this and more after you bid at
Nondescript
Grievous's
collector.
auction house, where he's practically giving them away. Bid now. Participating may guarantee you a trade to the Republic, your PP will get smaller, you may lose out on being a cool bounty hunter, and the Jedi might try to kill you. Side effects for lightsaber possession may include, but are not limited to, being stabbed, being burned, Dark Lord electrocution, a rash on your neck, sudden domain expansion, fear, hate, anger, perhaps the dark side, Among Us brain rot, and reckless behavior. Please contact a medical droid or medical professional if you suffer from any of the side effects above.
Are you struggling with your finances, looking to get an extra bang for your buck? Maybe trying to save up for your child's college fund? Or just want a nice night on the town? Well, the Banking Clan has the answers you've been looking for. After seeing the struggle you all have had during this very pressing time with the war, we've gone above and beyond for your own satisfaction. Partnering with the cloners on Kamino, we've developed a new solution to your financial burdens with the currency Clonatron 9000. You simply put your currency in the little slot here, press the button, and 2 coins pop out, the original one you inserted, and a brand new cloned coin. And don't you worry, it's eco-friendly. There's no waste byproducts whatsoever. So, clone your currency to cripple, create a long-lasting economy. The currency Clonatron 9000, patented by the Banking Clan, because the Banking Clan has your...
Wait. Stop the ad break. Hold on. These ads are obviously separatist propaganda. Which one of you idiots approved of this? You did, sir. I most certainly did no such thing. Remember last week, though, when I brought the data drives up to you to be vetted and you said, quote unquote, just put it on the air, it's not like any of those criff-faced cantina rats watch the ads anyway? Oh. Well, we all make mistakes in the heat of passion, Jimbo. Why are you filming this? Wait, what? We're live? Oh, okay, places. Alright. Now to wrap up today's broadcast with our ongoing story. It appears that the Jedi cult is indoctrinating more and more children every day. However, we will not be naming any of them. We kinda got a small, teeny tiny little lawsuit for doxing a minor. You know how it be. We've seen a plethora of cults over the years, and they very rarely end well. Take Paradise's Entrance, for example. Let's just hope the unlikely outcome of everyone escaping with their lives actually comes to pass this time. That's all we have for today, though. I'm Bowtie saying goodnight, and thank you for tuning in. Good evening, Coruscant. Now, I haven't the foggiest idea how, but yet again, the acronym has become problematic. So we are once again forced to change it. So welcome to another broadcast of the team of independent theorists theorizing your new go-to for all things news. I'm Bowtie, and I have a new decoration to add to the set. Behold! I think this Republic flag will do nicely. It really adds to the studio, right? Yeah, I can see this being a staple of our news team for decades to come. Now, our top story today features Jedi Master Obi-Wan Kenobi. We have received word that he was sent to the planet Utapau to confront Droid Army General Grievous. That story followed by another update of our ongoing story, and a new segment to our show. But first, let's check in with Jenna Vane, our weather correspondent in the field. Hello, Jenna. How's the weather and traffic looking?
Good evening, Bowtie. Once again, the weather is nice and clear, and the traffic is as normal as ever. We did have an incident earlier today with a Providence-class destroyer named the Invisible Hand. The ship fell from orbit during the shootout above the planet this morning. Fortunately, no casualties were reported. Back to you in the studio, Bowtie.
Thank you, Jenna. Now, onto our breaking news. Jedi Master Obi-Wan Kenobi was reportedly sent to the planet Utapau today to confront Droid Army General Grievous. If Obi-Wan can pull this off, we may bear witness to the end of the war. We here at the team of independent theorists theorizing Yo wholeheartedly believe in the Jedi. They are too big to fail after all. Thanks to Trace Martez and her high rating of our studio last time, we have acquired the funds to expand our reach. So we now have cameras everywhere. We see everything. So let's tune our cameras into the skirmish on Utapau and see firsthand how the confrontation goes.
Hello there.
General Kenobi!
Classic Obi-Wan.
Attack, Kenobi!
Ooh, that's gotta hurt.
So uncivilized.
And there you have it, folks. It appears the war will be ending sooner rather than later. Like we said, the Jedi are indeed too big to fail. Coming up, we conclude today's broadcast with our ongoing story about the Jedi and their kitty diddlin' cult, as well as our new segment. But first, a word from our sponsors.
There you are, enjoying your day on the upper floors of Coruscant, nice glass of Rhodian spice in hand, when suddenly an A-class battleship crashes right in front of you. Worry no more, because I'm Dan Danning and I can guarantee my insurance will keep any galaxy-wide civil war away from your bank accounts. With Coruscant Cruiser Care, you can kiss those scary thoughts of separatist invasions and random falling ships away due to inadequate politics. You're covered. Insurance does not include bounty hunters, Wookiee travel parties, space wizards with a grudge against you, Harrison Ford and Fedora, or the eventual fall of the Republic.
War never changes. Except for when those cringe wizards show up with their absolutely BS abilities and even more BS glow sticks. Well, I've got a solution for us. New tools. New weapons to fire at the Jedi. Oh yeah, new tools. But not like that one. Not like that one either. Try again. Oh, come on, those guys never do the job. Try one of these. This bad boy can take out a Jedi by firing multiple projectiles at the same time, not allowing them to block, deflect, or hide behind flimsy cover. Instead of using blaster bolts, they use shells. And inside of these shells are a bunch of metal balls. Trust me, the Jedi hate getting hit with these balls. Now, these shells can come in many forms. Some can fire fewer but larger balls. Some can fire one larger ball, and some can fire many small balls. Ever want to commit heinous acts banned by all planetary laws? Well, with one of these bad boys called Dragon's Breath, which allows you to cast Fire Aspect, dropping multiple balls in the op whilst catching them on fire. That's right, Jedi, you may have a glow stick and BS magic, but good luck blocking this, wizard boy. Now I know what you're thinking. Are they legal? Do Jedi like them? Why my pee-pee itch? And what does the Republic think of these? Hey, stop asking so many questions. Just buy one for yourself and find out.
Now, for our news segment with our war correspondent, a little lost in the sauce.
Hello, I'm a little lost in the sauce reporting from Megiddo. Well, we're getting reports from all over the galaxy that the CIS is in near full retreat. With the last Confederate general, Grievous, on Utapau, along with the rest of the leadership captured, killed, or MIA, these are starting to look like the last battles of the war. Now, unfortunately, I could not get an interview with the Jedi General in charge of the invasion of Megiddo here. I may have made an insensitive comment about his head. Although, I did get some interviews with some of the clones. They kept saying stuff like, "Watch those wrist rockets, for the Republic, and just like the simulations." And some stuff about capturing some power crystal or something for the Chancellor. Whatever that means, I bet he's a very happy man. Happy enough that I feel like he's planning a parade or something, given the 501st, they're heading directly to Coruscant as we're speaking right now. Man, what a great parade that's going to be. All the celebration, revelry, thunderous applause. Anyway, back to you, Bowtie.
Thank you. A little lost in the sauce. Now, onto our ongoing story. The cult is far worse than we could have possibly believed. The Jedi, once seen as keepers of the peace, are now no more than glorified soldiers led by the government. My, how the mighty have fallen. This means that, unlike our previous theory about them being a kitty-diddlin' death cult, they appear to actually be a kitty-diddlin' military cult, indoctrinating the youth into laying down their lives. How deplorable. Oh? It appears Jenna Vane is back with a live update. Let's tune in.
Hello again, Bowtie. Our cameras have captured some strange lights emitting from Chancellor Palpatine's office. It appears to be a lightsaber fight going down at this moment.
You heard it here, folks. Something is going down live, right now. What exactly is it? We can only speculate, but we'll be here through it all. Whatever is going on, though, we are positive the Jedi will pull through. After all, they are too big to fail. This just in, the Jedi have failed. What does this mean for the future of the Republic? We'll find out in due time. Huh. We are receiving a message, sent on an open channel for all to hear. Let's hear it.
Execute Order 66.
Well, we have no idea what Order 66 is, but it appears to be executed. What was that? Switch to a better topic. Alright, let's switch back over to Utapau to see how Obi-Wan Kenobi is doing with his quest for peace. Let's switch to a different Jedi. Oh.
Run, Caleb!
Oh my. It appears all the Jedi are dead. At least the younglings survived, right? This just in. This isn't for the faint of heart. It appears our original suspicions were correct. The Jedi indeed were a death cult, and the children, in a shocking turn of events, were also casualties of a horrific ritualistic sacrifice by the hands of those they were led to trust. So, to summarize what we all just witnessed, there is a fight in the Chancellor's office. Something called Order 66 has been executed. We still have no info on that. But suspiciously, immediately after that, it appears all the Jedi, the children included, have perished. Oh? It appears we are receiving a live feed from the Senate. Hopefully they can shed some light on the events that just transpired.
The Republic will be reorganized into the First Galactic Empire!
Well, there you have it, folks. It appears a new era has begun. One brought about through deceit and bloodshed. I suppose we have to change that graphic on the screen there to the logo of the new Galactic Empire. We should also replace this flag as well. There we go. What will this new era bring? We can only speculate right now. We will be here through thick and thin, however. I hope that's all we have for today. I need a drink after all this. Regardless, I'm Bowtie, saying good night and thank you for tuning in.